Hello Americans and other friends and subscribers from around the world. Back again. Today it's my turn and I am going to show you what I make on my panini. Bob over at Doing It Cheap was so kind to send me some Adams peanut butter, and it's one of my favorites on the panini, so I thought that today I would show you what I do with it. Okay, so I got my Adams peanut butter and my bread that I use, and I'll show you that here in a sec. But while my panini is warming up, I also wanted to show you another really quick and easy thing to cook on your panini. I use my mandolin. This one is an old one, but you can buy them new. And I make my slices pretty thick, and all I'm going to do is make, there's a little brown spot on that, but I think it's okay, French fries on your panini. So you just slice them up on your, and you want them to be the same thickness, because on the panini, of course, it comes down, the top comes down evenly. So if you have thicker slices, then the potatoes won't all have be pressed on top and bottom. Okay, so I got that all heated up, and just place these on here. I don't put any oil on the panini. Just lay them all out there. And the reason why how I started doing this is I was cooking. Okay, sorry about that. The battery went dead. But what I was saying is the reason I started doing these is I was cooking a sandwich, excuse me, with white bread, soft sandwich bread. And when I put the lid down, the weight of the lid was smashing the sandwich and squeezing out the cheese. I can't even remember what I had on it, but so I cut a big old chunk of potato, couple chunks, to prop on the panini so that the lid wouldn't come down and squish my sandwiches. And after the sandwiches were done, couldn't just toss out the potatoes, so I put them on my husband's plate to have with dinner, and he loved it. So okay, then just salt it. There you go, and you're done. And this usually takes 5 to 10 minutes. I've got it on max. I'm still getting to know the Bella because my last panini, all the no-stick coating came off. So this was actually a gift from Bob too, and so was the peanut butter. Thank you, Bob, over at Doing It Cheap. Go check him out if you haven't watched him. Okay, so the next is going to be the peanut butter sandwich. Adams peanut butter. If you've never seen it in the grocery store, this is just ground up peanuts, and I'm sure that everybody out there is familiar with fresh peanut butter. So it separates the oil, so when you buy it, there's a whole bunch of oil at the top. A trick that I learned is to turn it upside down on the counter and leave it like that for at least several hours, even overnight. Turn it over and then stir it up. And you want to do that when it's warm. Don't stick it in the fridge and try and stir it, because then you'll end up breaking your butter knife off. So this is, I keep it in the fridge after I stir it, and right when you pull it out of the fridge, it is pretty firm, but I pulled this out about 10 minutes ago, and you can kind of see how it's glistening. The oils there have already started to separate in the warmth of the cabin, so the oil has made it soft. So I give it a nice good stir before I try to spread it on my bread, because it definitely is not the same consistency as the standard peanut butters that everybody's used to these days. And this isn't so good, particularly myself, on a white sandwich bread. I like the hearty, sturdier breads. This one here is something that I can get at my local market. Something I always look for is very few ingredients. If you can read that, it says 100% stone ground wheat, flour, water, honey, salt, yeast. That's what real bread is. Simple. Okay. But this, in the same respect, this bread isn't really good for like cold cut sandwiches or anything like that. It's tasty, but it's really dry and brittle. Okay, so first step, just spread on the peanut butter. Pretty simple. 2 ingredients, bread and peanut butter. And I don't butter the outside of the bread for this sandwich. I don't really care for the butter on the outside. And you can put as much peanut butter as you want or as little. Okay, set those there and we'll check our potatoes real quick. Those are looking pretty good. You see the browning. I'll get a spatula here. And they're all pretty soft, but you see the browning there on it. That's what I'm kind of going for. They're all soft enough to eat, but I'm going to go ahead and let it sit here for just another minute before we put our peanut butter on. I took off some of the potatoes, this BELLA brand, and I'm hoping that the more I use it, the hinges here will get a little bit more broken in and easier to pivot. The lid isn't pivoting quite as much as I expected it would. But these were the ones that I pulled off. You can see how they've got the nice little brown ribs on them. You can see the texture of the potato is nice and crispy. So I'm going to go ahead and take these ones off so that I can put on my peanut butter sandwich. And this isn't actually a meal that I cook together. I don't cook my potatoes with my peanut butter sandwich. I just thought since I was doing the peanut butter sandwiches quick, simple, easy, that I would add something else that was quick, simple, and easy to do on your panini. That was a little warm on my finger. Got my country china out, just special for you guys. I'm just going to use a little bit of paper towel to wipe off that salt for my next dish. A little bit of salt's going to be okay, because salty peanut butter is good. I'm not trying to do a sweet sandwich, just a savory, a salty sandwich. Okay, that's good enough for me. And just place your sandwiches, peanut butter and bread, on the panini. And I have it set on high from the potatoes, but I'm going to turn it down now to medium. This is actually the first time I've cooked. Sorry about that. Got somebody outside the window working there. But we're going to go ahead and let this cook. This will probably take about maybe 5 minutes or so. I'll come right back and check in with you. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm going to check them out. And again, the lid isn't doing what I want it to, so I'm just going to swap places with these two for another few minutes. On the top of this one doesn't have any of the lines on it. This one here is looking pretty good. And the peanut, what I'm watching for is the way the surface of the bread looks with the lines and being slightly toasted, and also the consistency of the peanut butter to make sure that the heat's gotten all the way into the peanut butter. And as the peanut butter heats up, the oil will soak out of the peanut butter and into the bread, so it kind of changes the consistency of the peanut butter on the inside. So those are the two things I'm watching for. Put it back down, and we'll be back in, let's give it 3 minutes. Okay, it's been 3 minutes, and they're looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and unplug it and show you what they look like. And they're very hot coming off of here, so be careful getting them off. And you don't want to, you can eat these warm, really good warm, but you don't want to eat them right away. Let them sit and cool for a little bit, because that peanut butter inside is pretty darn hot. Coming over. Yeah, I don't know if it was the bread that made it so it didn't get crispy, but this one here turned out really nice with the light lines, lightly toasted on the outside. The other side has the nice light lines also. And it is very warm, but I'm going to show you what the peanut butter looks like on the inside. Kind of broken down a little bit. You can see how it's kind of, the oil is melted into the bread. So I'm going to let these sit here and cool before I feed them to my family. So I don't want them to burn their mouths. But this is a really good sandwich to send for lunches. When I'm sending for lunches, or even preparing them for the next day if I'm going to be busy and I want to have something in the fridge that I can just grab and go. I'll take these and let them sit here just like this for probably 15 to 20 minutes so they cool completely. Leave them on the paper towel, fold them into the paper towel, and put it into a sandwich bag or any kind of storage container that you want. And then you've got a grab and go, quick, healthy, easy snack. So while these are cooling, I'm going to go get my husband so we can give him a try. Okay, so I found me a hungry hillbilly. There he is. We actually let him cool a little bit longer than normal on the counter because the kids showed up. So
I should have filmed them, man. We had a whole full house, standing room only, baby, in this two-seater cabin.
I call it my Miata cabin. Mazda Miata, 2-seaters. Okay, so there's the finished product. Simple
so
sandwich.
good.
Like I said, they're really good the next day. Just wrap them up in the paper, and your paper towel, stick them in a thing, and crispy. Very good.
Favorite.
It is. It's really good. My favorite with these is when we're up in the mountains, and it's huckleberry season. We'll take them up there and open them up. Pick a handful of huckleberries and lay them on the.
So yeah, that's a real.
That's a treat.
PB&J.
That's a real treat. So
PB&B.
yeah. You got anything else you want to say? He thought he was going to get off of doing a video today, but I told him he had to be.
Out, man. I was trying to be a stagnant hillbilly.
So nothing.
Nope. Got some metal up on the buildings. We'll be showing that later, I'm sure. Actually, I was just being stagnant and sat in my recliner all day today.
No, we didn't. I have proof. When I was making these, we could hear you outside.
Oh, pounding? Oh, really? Could you hear cuss words, swear words coming in?
I could, but I don't think you guys could. I hope you didn't.
I hit the wrong nail a couple times. Hand driving.
Yep. Okay, well, thanks for watching then. I hope you enjoy your Adam's peanut butter sandwiches.
I'm waiting for you to roll, man.
Okay, so please remember to like, subscribe, and share. It's a great way. No. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.
It's a great way to support the...
No.
Oh,
That's how we keep the videos coming, when you like and share and subscribe. And remember to check out the links below because...
It's a great way to support the homestead.
So good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
Whoa.
See ya!
See ya.
I forgot.